Now we are going to start now.
टाइपिंग सब चालू कर दी. अब बोल दो उनको फोन चेंज करना है.
All of you keep your speaker on the mute because disturbance are coming from there. So
आप उल्टे दिख रहे हो तो उनको बोलो फोन उल्टा करने को.
keep the phone horizontally. Keep the phone horizontally instead of vertically. Keep the phone horizontally. Keep the phone horizontally. You will be able to see. Keep the phone horizontally instead of vertical position. Keep the phone horizontally because along with we have to cover this board also. Keep the phone horizontally instead of vertical. Catch it horizontally.
लैपटॉप को टेढ़ा रख. लैपटॉप को टेढ़ा रख.
See, we have to cover the board along with me, so it is a horizontal recording. For that, you keep the no, you keep the phone horizontally. You just change the position of your phone from vertical to horizontal. But board will not be visible, no? Now all of you are able to see the board. All of you are able to see the board. Okay, so now keep the speaker on mute. And now we start. See, 9th standard maths. Total there are 28 chapters. And this textbook, 28 chapters. This textbook, that is Concise Mathematics. Concise Mathematics. Concise Mathematics. Selena publication. Concise Mathematics, Selena publication we are going to follow. Concise Mathematics, Selena publication textbook will be followed. And all of you write down the name of the chapters. Name of the chapters in this. Yeah, all of you are having the books. So you can have the books in this chapter. Total there are 28 chapters. Total 28 chapters are there. Total 28 chapters are there in the book. Now we will start with, see, in 8th standard, last year 8th standard, you have studied number system. You have studied natural number. You have studied natural number. Natural number is also same as counting number. Counting number, we start from 1, 2, 3, 4, so on. Last year you have studied, come across natural number, then whole number. We start from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, so on. Then you have studied integer z, which has negative integers -4, -3, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, 3. Last year you have studied number system, natural number, whole number, set of integers, then rational numbers. Don't do like that.
टेक्निकल ग्लिच आएगा थोड़ा थोड़ा.
See, there will be some technical glitch. All of you keep the speaker on mute, then there will not be any glitch.
माइक्रोफोन म्यूट होता है.
Microphone mute पे डालो. All of you keep your microphone on the mute. No, first all of you put your microphone on the mute. Then only there will be clear voice. Keep microphone on the mute position, then only. But first all of you keep your microphone on the mute, no?
अथर्वा को बोलो और श्वेता को बोलो.
Atharva and Shweta.
श्वेता.
Atharva and Shweta, please keep your microphone on the mute. Unless and until all of you keep your microphone on the mute, there will be some voice glitches, technical glitches in this.
बोल.
If everybody's microphone is on mute, then only there will be clear voice. There will not be any technical glitches. So till the period will go on, everybody will keep their microphone on the mute position. So now we will continue. 8th standard, we have come across counting number or natural number. We start from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so on. Whole number, we add 0 to this. 4. Then set of integers z, negative integers 0 and positive integers. Then rational numbers. Now in this first chapter, that is rational number and irrational number. So we start with the first chapter. We start with the first chapter, rational and irrational number. Rational and irrational number. Rational and irrational numbers. So in this chapter, we extend our study to the irrational numbers and real numbers. Up to 8th standard, we have studied natural number, whole number, set of integers, rational numbers. Now in this chapter, we extend our study to irrational numbers along with rational number and real numbers. Now definition of rational number. Definition of rational number. Definition of rational number. Any number that can be expressed, any number that can be expressed in the form of P upon Q, in the form of P upon Q, where P and Q are both integers, and Q is not equal to 0. So this rational number is expressed in the form of P upon Q, numerator upon denominator. It is expressed in the form of fraction. Numerator upon denominator. Numerator and denominator P and Q both are integers. That means P and Q are both integers, and this denominator Q is not equal to 0. So we can take the example of rational number. Take 5. 5 is a positive integer. 5 is a natural number. 5 is a whole number. Now this 5 we can write in the form of P upon Q as 5 upon 1. So 5 can be written in the form of numerator upon denominator P upon Q. So this 5 is a rational number. Let us take minus 7. Minus 7 we can write minus 7 upon 1. So minus 7 can be written in the form of P upon Q, where P is minus 7, Q is 1. So minus 7 is also a rational number. 5 is also a rational number. Let us take 0. 0 we can write 0 upon 1. We can also write 0 upon 2. We can also write 0 upon 3. We can also write 0 upon 4, etc. So take the number 0. 0 can be written in the form of P upon Q as 0 upon 1, 0 upon 2, 0 upon 3, 0 upon 4. Now numerator of each one of this is 0, so the value is 0. So 0 is also a rational number. So any number which can be expressed in the form of P upon Q, numerator upon denominator. Numerator and denominator both are integers. P and Q both are integers, and Q is denominator should be non-zero. Then that number which can be expressed in the form of P upon Q is called rational number. Example of rational numbers are 5, minus 7, 0. So every integer, now every integer is a rational number. Note, every integer is a rational number. Every integer is a rational number. Every integer is a rational number. Because every integer we can write in the form of P upon Q. So every integer is a rational number. Let us take another example. Example of 1 by 2. 1 by 2 is a rational number because 1 by 2 has numerator 1, denominator 2, So 1 by 2 is in the form of P upon Q. So 1 by 2 is a rational number. Now the same 1 by 2 we can write as 2 upon 4. We can also write 3 upon 6. We can also write 7 upon 14. We can also write 53 upon 106. This rational number 1 by 2 we can also write in the form of 2 upon 4 is 1 by 2, 3 upon 6 1 by 2, 7 upon 14 1 by 2, 53 upon 106 1 by 2. So all these rational numbers are in equivalent form. They are in equivalent form. They are in equivalent form. So here the rational number 1 by 2, 2 by 4, 3 by 6, 7 by 14, 53 upon 106 is not uniquely defined. So we can define a rational number as P by Q, where P and Q are integers. P and Q integers. Q is not equal to 0, and HCF of P and Q should be 1, and P and Q have only common factor. P and Q have only common factor as 1. So 1 is the only common factor of rational number P by Q. So this is the unique representation. Unique representation. So we can write rational number in the unique form. Unique means one and only one. 1 by 2 is unique representation, because 1 by 2 we cannot simplify further. 2 by 4 is not a unique, because 2 by 4 I can further simplify by cancelling the common factor. So P by Q is a unique representation of rational number where P and Q both are integers, denominator Q is non-zero, and P and Q have only common factor as 1.
Not able to see.
That means LCF of P and Q is 1. LCF of P and Q
Sir,
is
doubt है. Doubt
one.
है. क्या?
LCF of P and Q is 1. Now we have properties of rational number. Properties of rational number. Properties of rational number. Properties, we have already seen the properties of rational number with respect to arithmetic operators, addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. Addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. So first property, that sum of two rational number is rational number. Sum of two rational number. Sum of two rational number is a rational number. Sum of two rational number is a rational number. That is, if A and B are two rational numbers, for example A by B and C by D, they are rational numbers. they are rational numbers. So with respect to addition, a by b plus c by d, this is again a rational number. This is again a rational number. Then with respect to subtraction, a by b minus c by d, this will be again a rational number. With respect to multiplication or dot, a by b cross c by d, this will be again a rational number. Then with respect to division, a by b divided by c by d, this will be again a rational number. So if a by b and c by d are rational number, then their addition plus a by b plus c by d is again a rational number. Subtraction, with respect to subtraction, a by b minus c by d is again a rational number. A by b into c by d is again a rational number. A by b divided by c by d is again a rational number. So properties of rational number: first, addition, sum of, plus means sum of two rational number is a rational number. Subtraction of two rational number is a rational number. Multiplication of two rational number is a rational number. Division of two rational number is a rational number. We can illustrate these properties. We can illustrate these properties with respect to some examples. Take example. Take rational number a as 1 by 3, b as 2 upon 7. A as 1 by 3, b as 2 upon 7. Then a plus b is 1 by 3 plus 2 by 7. Now how will simplify? Take LCM of 3 and 7 is 21. We make denominator equal. So this we multiply by 7. So 1 into 7 upon 3 into 7 plus 2 into, this we multiply by 3, 2 into 3 upon 7 into 3. So this is 7 upon 21 plus 6 upon 21, and this is 13 upon 21. A plus b. Now A and B, they are rational number. They are rational number. Because A is written in the form of P upon Q, B is written in the form of P upon Q. So A and B are rational number. A plus B, the resultant number is 13 upon 21, which is again in the form of P upon Q. A plus B is finally in the form of P upon Q. So A plus B is again a rational number. A is again a rational number. So sum of two rational number is rational number. Let us take A minus B. A minus B 1 by 3 minus 2 by 7. Same thing, we make denominator equal. We take LCM of 3 and 7, which is 21. So this will be 1 into 7 upon 3 into 7 minus 2 into 3 upon 7 into 3. So 7 upon 21 minus 6 upon 21. So this is 7 minus 6 upon 21, which is 1 upon 21. So A minus B is 1 upon 21. So again A minus B is in the form of P upon Q. So A and B, they are rational number. So again A minus B is again a rational number. This is again a rational number. Let us take with respect to multiplication. A into B. A is 1 by 3, B is 2 by 7. Multiply numerator and numerator 1 into 2 upon 3 into 7. So that is 2 upon 21. So A into B is 2 upon 21, which is again in the form of P upon Q. So A into B is in the form of P upon Q. So A into B is again a rational number. A into B is again a rational number. Let us take with respect to division A divided by B. A is 1 by 3, B is 2 by 7. So 1 by 3. Now we want to convert this division into multiplication. So we take reciprocal of the second. When we convert this division into multiplication, we take reciprocal of the second. So that will be 7 by 2. So that is 7 into 1 upon 3 into 2. That is 7 by 6. So A divided by B is 7 upon 6. Again A divided by B is in the form of P upon Q. So again it is a rational number. So properties of rational number, that sum of two rational number is a rational number. Subtraction of two rational number is a rational number. Multiplication of two rational number is a rational number. And division of two rational number is a rational number. So we have illustrated the properties of addition, subtraction, multiplication and division by taking the example A as 1 by 3, B as 2 by 7. So you can also take any rational number A and B and verify these properties by yourself. Now let us proceed in this. The rational numbers are the collection of rational numbers are well ordered. The collection of rational numbers are well ordered. The collection of rational numbers are well ordered. The collection of rational number is ordered. Ordered means we can compare two rational numbers. So A and B, they are rational number. Let A and B be rational numbers. A and B are rational numbers. Means A is of the form P upon Q, B is of the form P upon Q. So the collection of rational number is ordered means A and B are ordered. A and B are ordered means we can compare A and B. So either A will be less than B or A will be greater than B or A will be equal to B. So when A is less than B or A is greater than B or A is equal to B. So the collection of rational number is ordered means we can compare the rational number with the help of inequality greater than, less than or equal. So if A and B are two rational numbers, then either A is less than B or A is greater than B or A is equal to B. Then A and B are two rational numbers. A and B are two rational numbers such that A is less than B. Let A and B be two rational numbers. A and B be two rational numbers such that A is less than B. A is less than B. So now we have the rational numbers A and B. The condition is A is less than B. So between these two rational numbers, we can insert as many as rational number. So we take the arithmetic mean of A and B, that is A plus B by 2 less than B. So we have inserted the rational number A plus B by 2 between A and B. Now we can take A and A plus B by 2. Insert another rational number between A and A plus B by 2. Now take A and this rational number. Again insert rational number between them. So that way, by repeating the process, there are infinitely many rational numbers. We can insert infinitely many rational numbers between two rational numbers. So if A and B are two rational numbers, we can insert infinitely many rational numbers. We can insert infinitely many rational numbers between these two rational numbers. So let us illustrate with the help of example. Let us take A as 1 by 3, B as 2 by 7. A as 1 by 3 and B as 2 by 7. A as 1 by 3 and B as 2 by 7. Let us illustrate this example. Take A as 1 by 3 and B as 2 by 7. Now which is smaller, which is greater, that we take 1 by 3 and B as 2 by 7. So we make denominator equal A, that is 1 into 7 upon 3 into 7, that is 7 by 21. B 2 into 3 upon 7 into 3, 6 by 21. So A is 7 by 21, B is 6 by 21. That means B is smaller than A. So this real line, this is B, 6 by 7, that is 2 by 7, 6 by 7, 6 by 21, B. And this is 7, A, 1 by 3 or 7 by 21.
Sir, not able to see.
Now there are rational numbers A 1 by 3 and B 2 by 7. B 6 by 21 and A 7 by 21. There are two rational numbers. Which is bigger rational number, we make denominator equal. We take LCM of 3 and 7, 21. So we multiply this 3 numerator and denominator by 7 and this numerator and denominator by 3. So denominator becomes equal 21, 21. So now we have rational number A is 7 upon 21, B is 6 upon 21. Now 6 is smaller than 7. 6 is smaller than 7. So 6 upon 21 is smaller than 7 upon 21. Now we can insert rational number between them, which is 2 by 7, A plus B by 2. A plus B by 2. 2 by 7 plus 1 by 3 by 2, which is 6 upon 21 plus 7 upon 21 by 2, that is 13 upon 21 by 2, which you can simplify. 13 upon 21 divide by 2, which is 13 upon 21 multiply by 1 by 2, which is 13 upon 42. So 13 upon 42, this is the rational number. Between these two rational numbers we have inserted. So if A and B are two rational numbers, then by taking arithmetic mean of A plus B by 2, we can insert as many as rational number between these two. So there are infinitely many rational numbers between two rational numbers. So far we have studied rational number, that any rational number is of the form P upon Q, where P and Q both are integers, denominator Q should be non-zero, and P and Q must have common factor as only 1. P and Q should have only 1 as common factor. Three conditions are there. P and Q must be integers, second, denominator should be non-zero, and third, P and Q should have only 1 as common factor. Then that number is called rational number. So every natural number, every whole number, every integer can be expressed in the form of rational numbers. So now let us proceed with irrational numbers. Irrational numbers. Irrational numbers. Irrational numbers. So a number which is not a rational number is called irrational number. A number which is not a rational number, which is not a rational number, which is not a rational number is called irrational numbers. It's called irrational numbers. A number which is not a rational number is called irrational number. Then any rational number, any irrational number is of the form root P, where P is prime. Where P is prime. Root P where P is prime. So for example, you can take example root 2, root 3, root 5, then pi, which is 22 upon 7, is also pi. They are irrational numbers. They are irrational numbers. So root 2 is a prime, root 3 is a prime, root 5 is a prime, pi is also irrational number. Now third definition of irrational number is now we write rational number and we write irrational number. Rational number and irrational number. rational number and irrational number. Rational number is of the form P upon Q and irrational number is of the form root P. Then this irrational number, they are non-terminating, non-repeating, non-terminating and non-repeating, non-terminating and 22 upon 7. When we divide 22 by 7, the value is 3.14285, so on. It is not terminating. So this division is not ending. It is non-terminating. That is why pi is irrational number. Whereas 3 upon 5, when we divide 3 by 5, it is 0.6. The division stop after 6. So this is terminating. This division is stop. So here division does not stop. Here division stop. When the division does not stop, it is non-terminating, and non-terminating numbers are irrational numbers. When the division stops, means it is terminating, and when it is terminating, it is called rational numbers. Then we have one more generalized result.
Oh,
Let us take,
बोलने लेक्चर के बाद में सब होएगा रिकॉर्ड.
it is recorded lecture, you can go through that.
Listen.
It is, it is already recorded video, you can, I will send the link in the group. I will send the link of this video in the group. WhatsApp, I will send the link of the video, so you can easily pause and run and see that content. In the WhatsApp group, I will send the link video. Now, non-repeating means the division does not stop. The division does not stop. Terminating means the division stops. Non-terminating means the division does not stop. Repeating, for example, if it is 3.12121212, then this I can write as 3.12 and we put a bar. Means this pair 1 by 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 is repeating. 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 is repeating, so we put one bar above this 1 2, means it is repeating.
Sir, if the numbers are different, then we cannot put that like.
No. Let us take 5.78960215996. Here the pattern is not repeating. Here the pattern 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 pattern is repeating. So this is repeating. Here does not repeating. There is no pattern which is repeated. So this is called non-repeating. This is called non-repeating. This is called non-repeating. Now with the help of this,
Sir, all the rational numbers are repeating.
rational numbers are repeating. Rational numbers are repeating and terminating. Their division stops. Irrational numbers, they are non-terminating. Now let us start with help of this exercise 1A. Exercise 1A, I am reading the question. Should I write the question?
Yes, sir.
Okay, write the question.
After completing the answer.
A0,
Write the question.
A0, a rational number is 0 a rational number? Is 0 a rational number? Can it be written? Can it be written in the form of P upon Q, where P and Q are integers, where PQ are both integers and Q is not equal to 0. So now the question is 0 a rational number? Is 0 a rational number? Is 0 a rational number? Because any rational number is of the form P upon Q. So can we write 0 in the form of P upon Q, where denominator Q is non-zero and P and Q both are integers? So 0 we can write 0 upon 1. We can also write 0 upon 2. We can also write 0 upon 3. We can also write 0 upon 4, etc. So 0 can be written as 0 upon 1, 0 upon 2, 0 upon 3, 0 upon 4. You can also take minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4 also. Negative integer also you can take. So 0 can be written in the form of 0 upon 1, 0 upon 2. 0 we can write in the form of P upon Q. P upon Q, P upon Q, P upon Q, P upon Q. So 0 can be written in the form of P upon Q, where P and Q both are integers. 0 and 1 both are integers. So answer is yes. Answer is yes. 0 is a rational number. 0 is a rational number. So first example of rational number is 0. 0 is a rational number. 0 can be written in the form of P upon Q, 0 upon 1, 0
Sir,
upon 2.
please show the cover page of the textbook.
0 upon 2, 0 upon 3. Selena textbook you can easily purchase. You will get Selena textbook. Concise Mathematics Selena textbook. First exercise 1A. 0 can be written as 0 upon 1, 0 upon 2, 0 upon 3, 0 upon 4. So 0 can be written in the form of P upon Q. So 0 is a rational number. Now second example. Are the following statements true or false? Second exercise. Are the following statements true or false? Are the following statements true or false? Give reason for your answer. Give reason for your answer. Give reason for your answer. First, every whole number is a natural number. Yes, what happened? Yes. You are given the statement every whole number is a natural number. Every whole number is a natural number. This is the statement given. Now whether this statement is true or false, we have to find out. Whether every whole number is a natural number? No. Because natural number starts from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, so on. whereas whole numbers start from 0, 1, 2, 3. So 0 is a whole number, but 0 is not a natural number. So 0 is a whole number. We write 0 belongs
Sir,
to
false.
W, but 0
Sir, पहले
does not belongs to natural number.
का false.
0 belongs to W means 0 is a whole number, but 0 does not belongs to natural number. So 0 is a whole number. 0 is a whole number, but 0 is not a natural number. 0 is not a natural number. 0 is not a natural number. So answer is false. Answer is false. So every whole number is not a natural number. But every natural number is a whole number. All the natural numbers are present in whole number. But in whole number we have 0, and that 0 is not present in natural number. So this statement is false. That every whole number is a natural number is false statement. If the statement is every natural number is a whole number, then it is true statement. But 0 is a whole number and 0 does not belongs to natural number. So this statement is false. Now second, every whole number is a natural number. Every whole number is a rational number. Every whole number
रुको ना guys. Yes sir.
is a rational number.
सर थोड़ी देर तो रुको लिखने के लिए. सर wait.
Okay.
True.
Okay, I will write slowly. Every whole number is a rational number.
Thank you sir.
Whole number will start from 0, 1, 2, 3, so on. So every whole number will start from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4,
True.
5, so on.
True.
Now this whole number I can write 0, I can write 0 upon 1, 1 I can write 1 upon 1, 2 I can write 2 upon 1, 3 upon 1, 4 upon 1, 5 upon 1.
True.
So when I put in the denominator 1, 0 I can write 0 upon 1, 1 I can write 1 upon 1, 2 I can write 2 upon 1, 3 upon 1. So every whole number I can write in the form of P upon Q. So answer is true. Answer is true. In the denominator of every whole number I can write 1. So it becomes P upon Q form. So when it is P upon Q form, every whole number becomes a rational number by writing as 1 in the denominator. Next is every integer is a rational number. Every integer is a rational number. Third, every integer is
Answer, dictate the question.
every integer is a rational number. Every integer is a rational number.
True. True.
Should I erase this?
Yes.
Second one I am erasing.
Yes sir.
It will be there in the video. The link which I will send, it will be there in that. So
Okay sir.
whatever part you missed from there, you copy it.
Okay.
Now every integer is a rational number.
Okay sir.
Integers are negative integers. We have 0. This side negative, -1, -2, -3, -4. This side we have 1, 2, 3, 4, so on. Now, in the denominator of every integer, -4 I can write -4 upon 1. -3 I can write -3 upon 1. -2 I can write -2 upon 1. -1 I can write -1 upon 1. 0 I can write 0 upon 1. 1 I can write 1 upon 1.
0 upon 1 is 0 only.
0 upon 1 will be 0. So 0 I can write in the form of p by q, no? 0 I can write 0 upon 1. 1 I can write 1 upon 1. 2 I can write 2 upon 1. 3 upon 1. 4 upon 1. So every integer, integers were -4, -3, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Top we were having integers. But when I put in the denominator of every integer 1, it becomes p by q form. It becomes p by q form. So it becomes a rational number. It becomes a rational number. So if you have natural number, whole number, integers, in the denominator of every natural number, whole number, integer, you put 1. So that will become of the form p by q. So every natural number is a rational number. Every whole number is a rational number. Every integer is a rational number. What is that?
I can write 1 upon 1. It is 1 only.
1 only. So 1 I can write in the form of p by q, no? 1 I can write 1 upon 1, which is of the form p upon q. So 1 is a rational number. So answer is, what is the answer? True. Answer is true. Every integer is a rational number. Now fourth is, every rational number is a whole number. Should I erase this part?
पूछ रहा हूँ बाबा, मिटाने का है कि नहीं?
Or I should erase?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Auntie, please keep quiet.
Now write,
Gatti, I am quiet.
every rational number is a whole number. Fourth one, every rational number is a whole number. Every rational number is a whole number. Every rational number is a whole number. Yes. Whether every rational number is a whole number, rational number means it must be of the form p upon q. Whereas in whole number, natural number or integer, we have only numerator, there is no denominator. So we can take the example, consider 3 by 5. 3 by 5 is a rational number. 3 by 5 is a rational number, but 3 by 5 is not a whole number. 3 by 5 is not a whole number. Is it clear? 3 by 5 is a rational number because it is of the form p upon q. But 3 by 5 is not a whole number. So every rational number is not a whole number. But every whole number is a rational number.
The whole number, why?
Every rational number is not a whole number because this is the rational number. And this rational number is not a whole number because whole numbers are 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so on. Is it clear? So answer is,
Sir, it is clear.
answer is false. That every rational number is not a whole number.
Don't write the question, just dictate the question. Just write answer only.
पटेले वाला
हाँ, sir.
Now we write, Now we write 1A, third exercise. Arrange.
Sir, don't write the question, just dictate it.
No, let me write. Otherwise, you will mistakenly copy. Arrange -5/9, -5/9, 7/12, -2/3, and 11/18. In the ascending order. In the ascending order. Ascending order means increasing order from smaller to bigger. So arrange this -5/9, 7/12, -2/3, 11/18 in the ascending order of their magnitude. Order of their magnitude. Magnitude means value. Ascending order of their magnitude. Also find the difference. Also find the difference. Also find the difference between the largest and the smallest. Between the largest. Keep the microphone on mute. Keep microphone on mute, then only you will be able to hear. Also find the difference between the largest and smallest. Largest and smallest of these rational number. Of these rational number. Express this difference. Express this difference. Express this difference as a decimal fraction. A decimal fraction.
Sir, don't write question.
Correct to one decimal place. Correct to one decimal place. Correct to one decimal place. There are 3 questions in this. There are 3 questions in this. -5/9, 7/12, -2/3, 11/18. First you have to arrange them in ascending order. After arranging them in ascending order, you will find largest value and smallest value. And then you have to find the difference. Difference means subtract smaller from bigger value. And then third one, we have to find this difference as a decimal fraction. You divide that and write the decimal value. To arrange this number in ascending order, you should have the data which one is smaller number and which one is bigger number. To decide which one is bigger or which one is smaller, first we convert these fractions, these rational numbers into like terms, into like fractions. So first we convert these rational numbers into like terms. To convert this rational number into like terms, -5/9, 7/12, -2/3, 11/18. I will find LCM of denominator 9, 12, 3, 18. You have to find LCM of 9, 12, 3, 18 and that will be 36.
Taking the LCM.
LCM. Least common multiple you have to find.
We are taking the LCM.
Yes, you have to take the LCM of the denominators 9, 12, 3, 18.
But we have to arrange it.
LCM of 9, 12, 3, 18 is 36. Now I have to make denominator equal. So this denominator -5/9 We want denominator as 36. So I will multiply and divide by 4. Multiply and divide by 4. So that is minus 20 upon 36. Minus 5 upon 9 is same as minus 20 upon 36. 7 upon 12, we make denominator 36, multiply by 3, so 7 into 3 upon 12 into 3, that is 21 upon 36, minus 2 by 3, we make denominator 36, so multiply by 12, minus 2 into 12 upon 3 into 12, that is minus 24 upon 36. Then 11 upon 18, we make denominator 36, 11 into 2 upon 18 into 2, that is 22 upon 36. So now these fractions we have make like terms where denominators are same, 36, 36, 36, 36. So when denominator is same, we can compare the numerators. We can compare the numerators. Now numerators are minus 20, 21, minus 24, 22. So negative number will be smaller. We write minus 24 is less than minus 20. Minus 20 is less than 21. 21 is less than 22. We compare the numerator minus 20, minus 24, 21, 22. Minus 24 is less than minus 20, less than 21, less than 22. Now we write as minus 24 upon 36, less than minus 20 upon 36, less than 21 upon 36, less than 22 upon 36. And we are dividing each by 36. 36 is positive, so inequality will not change. Minus 24 upon 36 is my rational number minus 2 by 3. Minus 20 upon 36 is minus 5 by 9. 21 upon 36 is 7 by 12. And 22 upon 36 is 11 by 18. So in this way, we have arranged our rational numbers in ascending order, from smaller to bigger, are in ascending order. We have arranged the rational numbers in ascending order. So in the beginning we are given rational numbers.
Extend करो, extend.
Now we have arranged them in ascending order.
Sir, lecture over. 11 up. Sir, recess.
Still time is there, 5 minutes.
Sir, भूख लग. Bye, sir. Bye.
Now find the difference of largest and smallest. Find difference. Find difference of largest and smallest. This is my smallest and this is my largest. Find the difference of these two. Difference means subtract. 11 upon 18 minus 2 upon 3.
Sir, it will become plus.
Minus will become plus. So 11 upon 18 plus 2 upon 3. Simplify. We simplify this. So their difference is LCM is 18. So 11 plus
Sir, 23 upon 8.
12, 23 upon 18. Their difference. Difference of largest minus smallest is 23 upon 18. Now divide this 23 by 18. 18 ones are 18. Divide this 23 by 18. 18 ones are 18. 5. We put dot. 18 twos are 36. Then this is 14. So correct to 1 decimal. 1.2. $18. So it will be more than 5. So finally it will be 1.3. Just divide this further. It will be 1.3. Correct to 1
Sir,
decimal.
it is 1.2. How it became 1.2?
No. 1.2 you have to further divide. You have to divide. 18, it will be something value which will be more than 5. So we increase previous value.
It will be 7
7. 1.27.
and down will be 126.
126.
Again
14.
it will be
Again.
1.27.
So 1.27. Now this value is 7. We can increase this value. 1.3.
Ah,
So correct to 1 decimal. It is 1.27. Now this 7 is more than 5. So we increase the previous digit. That is 2 becomes 3. So it is correct to 1 decimal. Is 1.3.
Sir, you will solve all the problems from the textbook. Sir, show us the whole board.
See now
PDF बना के भेज दोगे इसका
this I will put in the
PDF.
WhatsApp group if you want. Still time is there.
खत्म रखना है सब करना बाहर करना
Okay, bye then. See you. See you next period. Stay at home. Stay safe. Bye. Stay safe. In this lockdown period, stay safe. Meeting. Bye.
जितनी तेजी से लोग कनेक्ट नहीं होते उससे ज़्यादा डिस्कनेक्ट
बाहर करना।
मेरे पास हो गया
मीटिंग से बाहर जा।
हो गया मीटिंग बाहर हो गया घंटी बंद कर देने का
हाँ।
इधर मेरे जो बजे हैं ना पैर की